You tell yourself you'll stop scrolling in 5 minutes. 2 hours later, it's 2 a.m., your eyes are burning, and you're still tapping through videos you won't remember tomorrow. You wake up exhausted, disappointed, and wondering why you can't just have more discipline. But here's what nobody tells you. It's not about willpower, you're not weak. You're fighting a rigged game designed by teams of engineers whose only job is keeping you hooked. Cheap dopamine isn't just a bad habit. It's rewiring your brain to crave instant hits while making everything meaningful feel impossible. Reading feels boring. Your goals feel distant. Even conversations feel like work. But breaking free isn't about forcing yourself to be better. It's about understanding the mechanism and outsmarting it. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why you keep falling into the same traps and how to rewire your reward system for good. Let's clear something up first. Dopamine isn't the pleasure chemical. It's the anticipation chemical. It doesn't make you happy. It makes you want. It's the feeling before the reward, not the reward itself. That's why you can scroll for hours and feel nothing but empty afterward. You're chasing the next hit, not enjoying this one. Here's why cheap dopamine is so dangerous. Social media, junk food, endless scrolling. They all deliver instant, unpredictable rewards with zero effort. It's the same system that once helped humans survive, now hijacked by infinite scroll, notification badges, and autoplay. You're surrounded by engineered addiction, and it works. You've probably felt this. You spend an hour being productive, but all you did was switch between tabs, check updates, and refresh feeds. You felt busy, maybe even accomplished, but nothing actually got done. This isn't your fault. These platforms employ neuroscientists and spend billions learning how to exploit your brain. Understanding this isn't about shame, it's about taking back control. The first mistake? Trying to quit everything at once without understanding why you're hooked. You delete the apps. You promise yourself you'll be better this time. Then 3 days later, you're back, feeling worse than before. Here's why that fails. You're fighting neurochemistry with intention, and neurochemistry always wins in a direct battle. What feels like failure isn't weakness, it's your brain doing exactly what it's designed to do. It's seeking the reward it's been trained to expect. The second mistake is even sneakier. You swap one cheap dopamine source for another. You delete Instagram and feel proud. Then you realize you've been scrolling Twitter for 2 hours. You quit TikTok, but now you're 3 hours deep in YouTube Shorts. The app changed, the pattern didn't. Because the real problem isn't the platform, it's dopamine depletion and your brain's desperate need for effortless rewards. You're treating the symptom, not the disease. And here's what makes this worse. There's a third mistake most people don't even realize they're making. One that quietly sabotages every attempt at change. And it's probably happening to you right now. Here's the third mistake, and it's the one that explains everything. Chronic cheap dopamine use lowers your baseline dopamine levels. That means normal activities, reading, working, even talking to people, feel unrewarding and boring. Most people think they've lost interest in their hobbies or goals. The truth? Their reward threshold has been artificially inflated. Every scroll, every click, every hit of instant gratification raises the bar for what feels satisfying. Now reading a book feels like torture. Conversations feel like work. It's like eating candy all day, then wondering why vegetables taste like cardboard. Your taste buds didn't break. You just destroyed your baseline. The fourth mistake? Focusing only on removing bad habits without building replacement systems. You try to create discipline in a vacuum, but that just leaves a void, and cheap dopamine rushes right back in to fill it. Here's the reality. Your brain will not tolerate boredom. If you don't give it healthy dopamine sources, meaningful work, physical achievement, deep connection, it will drag you back to the easy hits. And every day you stay trapped in this cycle, your baseline drops further. Escape gets harder. The clock is ticking. Here's the good news. Breaking free doesn't require superhuman willpower. It requires a strategic reset, and it happens in 3 phases. Phase 1, the dopamine detox. 7 to 14 days where you temporarily remove high stimulation activities and let your baseline recover. This isn't monk mode. You're not isolating yourself or sitting in silence. You're just eliminating engineered dopamine, social media, junk food, video games, Netflix binges, while keeping natural rewards like conversation, nature, physical activity, and reading. What to expect? Boredom, restlessness, emotional discomfort. This isn't failure, it's your brain recalibrating. Phase 2. Rebuild with friction. You strategically reintroduce activities, but you add barriers. Delete apps from your phone. Keep devices in another room. Use website blockers. The goal is simple. Make healthy dopamine easier than cheap dopamine by designing your environment. Phase 3. Create competing rewards. Invest in activities that provide delayed but deeper satisfaction. Learn a skill. Build something. Do meaningful work. Take on physical challenges. These rebuild your reward system around effort and achievement, not instant gratification. Here's your daily checklist. Add 1 friction barrier, complete 1 deep focus session, achieve 1 physical win, a workout, a walk, anything that moves your body. This isn't about perfection. It's about gradually shifting your dopamine economy from cheap to valuable. Every day you wait, the pattern deepens. But starting today, right now, you can begin the reset. Pick 1 cheap dopamine source. Eliminate it for 48 hours. Then come back and tell me what happened. Subscribe for the follow-up strategies. Let's do this.